what about some of the careers in tech. There are a lot of careers that you can go to in tech. So let me, before I start, right, I know a lot of us here, we might not have tech background and then you want to make a cross into technology and then you are looking at which one is even good for me, which where should I go, what how should I where should I start, because all the tools and the technologies that Temi and Sam have talked about, there are some people in charge of it and these people are being paid to do the job. All these cloud systems, security, data science and everything that Temi and Sam has talked about. So who are these people that are in charge of this system? Who are these people that are setting that are making all these things work? So I'm going to be telling us some of the careers in technologies that we can venture into, because I myself, I I didn't start out as a tech person, so I also make jumps. So just know that you are not alone in this journey, right? If some people have done it before, that means you too can do it. So now the first one that we're going to talk about is Temi mentioned about talked about it, which is data scientists, right? So these are the guys that they analyze it out to make insights from your data. These are the people that ensure that the data in the organization, they are communicating to stakeholders and ensure that, okay, uh, the stakeholders are making business decisions that are data driven. So when they have this data, they crunch it and analyze it and make sure that the business is actually making use of the business is moving forward using data, using decisions from this data. So we have the software engineers. These are the guys that build out the applications that you see, even the Zoom we are using, um, applications, web applications, software. So these are the people that build all these applications, right? As a data scientist, you might some of the languages that are common for you to use is R or Python, either of the two. Those are the languages you have to know if you want to work in data science space. For software engineers, a lot of programming language depending on what you want to do. For software engineers, they use Python, JavaScript, PHP, Java, a lot of languages that you can use. So it's just you have to focus on your what you want to do, what you want to achieve with what you are learning, and then and that's what we actually bringing for, because what you are going to be teaching, right? It's not just uh, teaching you for teaching sake. You are going to be applying it, so you have understanding of, okay, if I want to learn this, this is the application I'm going to apply it to. We also have cloud solution architects. They are just like architects, but it's just that they don't draw plans. They draw uh, plan for cloud infrastructure. So it's just like an architect that draw plan for cloud infrastructure. So Temi and Sam talked to us about cloud solutions, right? So the people that are in charge of setting up these cloud infrastructure systems, they are called cloud solution as architects. So these people have experience with AWS or Google Cloud Platform and everything, and then they help companies to set up all these cloud systems and then help them manage it. We also have data engineers. So these people, they are mostly uh, they are mostly the ETL guys. What we call our ETL is extract, transform, and load. So when your data is coming in a raw format, these people build the ETL process to transform data so that data scientists can make sense of this data. So they build data pipelines, and sometimes they also work on the infrastructure side to depend on the kind of organization they are working on. The business intelligence analysts, these are the people that mostly deals with data visualizations. Mostly what they do is they build dashboards that communicate to stakeholders. So these dashboards are always answering some business metrics. So when you have a business and then you want to be having like a daily report, let assume you want to have a daily report of how your business is performing. Instead of you going back and forth and to so with this dashboard, right, they can easily have an overview of what is happening. So most of them are business intelligence and they also build reports also. We also have database administrator. Like I said, depending on the organization, some combine all these roles with data engineer and cloud architect. But in an ideal situation, you should have a database manager that actually handles everything that regards to setting up your database. Database is like where you store your data. So it's just like a jar that holds your data. So we have people that manage all these systems. So you can be anything you want to be in want to do with it. And also, we have the IT security specialists. These are also cyber security guys. So with the advent of Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and everything, right? Uh, and then there, so these people are like white hat hackers. They are hackers, but they are doing it. They are using it for good. So look at it this way, right? Let's say you have like a self-driving cars. Self-driving cars, the growth of self-driving cars is projected that by 2025, right? 17% of cars that we are driving all over the world will be self-driving cars. That's the rate at which the industry is growing. Now, driving car is a very important is a, the main goal of self-driving car is for security, so that we have less accidents, right? Now we have some people that can hack into this system of these cars and then make the cars to cause accidents, so this is where some of the cyber security guys come in. They build firewalls and malwares to ensure that uh, people don't hack into their system. And also, all organizations are moving their system to everybody is now having like their business is online now. And when your business is online, you are going to be needing a cyber security expert that is going to be guiding your information and your data online, or that is in the cloud or wherever you save it. So in the next in the next 10 years, the rate at which cyber security is going to the rate at which is going to the demand for cyber security specialists is going to increase will be enormous, because everybody wants security. uh, we also have the mobile app developer. So these are the guys that build all the apps you use on your phone, whether it's iOS or Android. So they use Kotlin or some other Swift if it is iOS, Kotlin if it is Android. So, but there is there is no limitation to the language you can use. Some use Python, some use JavaScript, some use Java. The most important thing is that you are solving the problem that you want to solve. So these are mobile app developer. We also have the product designer. These are the so this what these people does is that before you begin development at all, these guys come up with mock-ups of how your products will look like. So these guys are very experienced with designing applications. So they will design it and then like a mock-up, and then for developers to actually work on before developers begin to work on. These are very rewarding careers that you can actually go to in technology.